With the squad as you have now, would you be confident of challenging for the title next year, as it stands now, with no more new players?
I don't answer to your question.
May I ask why?
Can we keep the questions on the tournament, please? That's what we're here for.
Keep the questions on the ICC tournament, boys. This is very important. What's going on? Why are we seeing this from Mourinho? Why is he telling Alexis about Paul Pogba and why he's better in the World Cup as opposed to Manchester United? Why is he saying all these things that he knows will make headlines that aren't necessary going into the start of the new season?
I think you've got to surmise that over the past 12 months in particular, he's feeling the pressure. I mean, this is the ideal time to be upbeat, to be happy, to be positive about the upcoming season, to talk well of your players, talk well of the club. I mean, it's the ICC tournament, it's pre-season friendlies. You can get away with virtually anything in pre-season. So why are you so negative? You're just asking for people to jump on you, which is what we're doing.
And he knows that we're going to jump on him.
Yeah, but the truth is, this squad isn't good enough to win the title, and he knows.
But you're the coach.
That doesn't matter.
You're the coach. You're the coach of Manchester United, who spent over $400 million in the last 2 years.
Yeah, you don't
and
and
you're going to sit there and you're going to say, do you know what? I'm not going to answer that question because I don't
There's a
think
million ways.
Trust me.
There's a million ways to fluff around it.
Exactly. We're a
million.
couple of pieces short of being a complete puzzle, ready to compete.
They are nowhere near the likes of Manchester City, and he knows it, and he can't say it. That's all. You can't say that, otherwise we'll sit here again.
Have to say it.
Hold on.
Jack's exactly right.
If he says that, we'll sit here again and say he's throwing his players on the bus.
But he doesn't have to say that.
What can he say at that point?
Well, he can smile and say, I'm happy with what we have.
What he is doing is he's saying exactly what Shaq's saying, because he wants more players in. He wants the club. Of course, they've already spent a crazy amount of money.
Brian, we've been saying this for 2 years.
I know that.
Well, he's doing this because he's trying to send a message. He's trying to send messages all over. Well, guess what?
It's not sending the message. The message is already sent. The message is already sent. And Shaq's exactly right. He doesn't want to go on record and say, yeah, we're good enough, because he knows they're not good enough. He wants more players in. You already know he wants 2 more centre backs.
That's not the point.
He wants the 2 wingers. It is the point.
It's not the point.
You're asking him a question, and he doesn't want to answer it because he knows it's not true. Because if he does answer it, then he's going to actually be on record for saying, wait a second, you didn't bring anybody in, so you're not going to be able to compete.
I'm not asking for that.
This is the money that he spent over the last 2 years.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not saying he hasn't spent a lot of money.
But when he said all these things 2 years ago,
I know.
He didn't have the squad to win the title then either.
Exactly.
So, but he was quite happy saying it then, but not now.
Well, there's been a few things changes. First of all, Manchester City.
Yeah, there's been 315 million's worth of changes.
And just lit up the Premier League. Then you've got Liverpool who come in and made all the right purchases. Klopp has gone out and bought players that fit his style, that fit his how he wanted to play, while also making a heck of a lot of money selling some players that he still wants.
So you're saying it's fine that the coach of Manchester United is...
I never said it's fine. I'm saying what Xhaka is saying, the reason he's doing it is because he knows they're not good enough.
We're not discussing whether they're good enough or not to
That's what he
overtake
asked.
Manchester City. We're asking why this guy's coming out with this nonsense.
Which
That's what we're asking.
The question to him was, is this squad good enough to win the league?
And he doesn't want to answer the question, which is going to bring more pressure on him.
Because
that's not the point. You don't understand what I'm getting at.
Yes, we do.
You don't have to... Listen. You don't have to answer any question straight that MD gives you. Have you ever had any training in the media, by the way? As a coach, the first thing they say is, right, here's what you do. When you're asked a question, right, you don't give them the answer that they want. You tell them what you want them to know. Sure. And that's all he has to do. All he has to do is start saying how he's very confident and he likes his players and he's very positive. That's the point. Not whether Man United are good enough to beat City or not. We all know right now they're not. But you don't come out and say that, or you don't put yourself in a position where we're saying that's what you're saying.
I'm happy with my squad. I think this squad is good enough to compete. And then all of a sudden, you're 10 points behind come October. We're going to sit here and say, hold on a minute. You said you were happy with this squad.